What's up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be talking about driving chaos and how young, unexperienced drivers are a pretty reason as to why we have bad drivers. So let's go on a ride. Not to be like messed up, I guess, because I'm a teenager myself, and I'm not saying my driving is perfect, but sometimes driving feels like a survival game. Like where I live, that's literally accidents on the streets that I drive on every day. And like, I feel like I'm always in defense mode because there are always so many people who drive bad, like taking stop signs, taking red lights. I think in reality, what we really need is we need to have a better driver education plan, something like that, because like, what do you mean I can go to the DMV and make 13 mistakes and still get my license the next day? Or that same day for that. Like, what is it these DMV testing and driver programs really preparing new drivers for? Are they preparing them for these real traffic situations? Because what do you mean you don't know how to merge onto the freeway? And how do we truly know if these programs are like, obviously they don't control the crashes, but I think if we have implemented them enough where it's really important for people to take seriously, would they be the reason crashes decrease? Like, the numbers of crashes? Is it because teenagers don't actually pay attention to driver's ed or the driver's school, and they just study the right answer so that they pass the test?
And even when they get caught, it's not just about the tickets. It's like about the public awareness too. We need awareness campaigns. And I've read an article where it said things like social media campaigns, please.
Inform and road safety programs have saved over 9,000 lives. That's 9,000 people. Kids, like people our age, or maybe it's people older than us, but regardless, it's people. And there have been so many cases where it's unprepared drivers who are hurting other people. And by unprepared drivers, I mean teenagers and young adults, people who barely got their license. Another thing that kind of like gets me, I guess, is how teenagers are so ready to get crunk and drink and think like, I can drive. I am like, no pasa nada. And I'm not gonna get caught, like I know how to drive drunk. No. They think that they won't cause an issue, but like, there have been international studies that have shown that initiatives targeting impaired drivers at young ages make up 64 of the total lives from traffic changes. Like, imagine that with your life. Like, even if it's for the life of people around you as well. So basically, when laws aren't just written but enforced consistently, people will start acting right? And what's kind of crazy to me is, like, California, and specifically like the LA area, i.e. whatever, it's such a popular area because people love going there to live that, like, that LA vibe, LA life, Hollywood life, you know, like, and there's so many roads that you can drive and take that are popular, and you know, it's the photo op. But I feel like what's kind of crazy to me is like California, and maybe this is like every state or every country, I don't know, but it has its own office of traffic safety, and they reported it in 2022 that a popular county had over 471 fatalities, deaths from traffic accidents. which were reported to be mostly alcohol related. Now, the one thing I will say about this is that I didn't get an age from this. There wasn't really like an age route. But still, that's like crazy to me, because what do you mean you're on the road drunk? Like, how do you even drive? How do you focus, you know? And with this, like, how often these incidents occur in our local roads, I feel like residents and, like, people who live here are getting more scared to drive. I mean, you see it, like, with, I guess, the Gen Z era. Not a lot of us aren't ready to drive, you know? Nobody wants to get on the roads. We're scared. We're frightened. It has to do with financial, and, you know, like, if you get into a crash, who knows if you'll be able to afford to fix your car. But this could be prevented with stricter enforcement.